Hey everyone, my name's Mimi from Wildflower Pilates, and today we are leveling up our mat practice with an advanced reformer inspired class. So you won't need anything except a pair of dumbbells or some water bottles, wine bottles, whatever you've got at home, just to add a bit more load for the arms when we come into some arm work. This class is going to challenge your strength, mobility and control through full body movements that are inspired from the reformer work. So if you love a challenge, then this one is for you. Let's get started. So we're going to start standing, heels together, toes apart, hands on your hips. We're going to pretend like we're doing footwork. So we're going to bend through the knees. You're going to stick your bottom out behind you. I want you to try and get as low as you can. Stand back up. Coming down, low as you can. Standing back up. Coming down and up. Trying to get nice and low. Let's warm up the legs. Nice work. Beautiful. We're going for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Bringing those feet together. Same thing. Coming down, coming up, coming down, coming up. Sticking your bum out. Try and get as low as you can go in that squat. Awesome. We're going to go for another 4 and then stay down there. In 3, 2, on the next one, let's stay low. We're coming halfway up, back down. Halfway up, back down. Let's go for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing all the way up. Open the legs a little bit wider than hip width. Toes are turned out. We're going down and up. Coming down, coming up. Try and get nice and low in that squat. Sit your butt between your heels. Awesome. Hopefully the legs are starting to get a little bit of heat in them. Maybe you can move a little bit faster here. Nice work. We're going to go for another 4. And then hold it down there in 3, 2. On the next one, let's hold it. Halfway up, coming back down. Halfway up, coming back down. Let's go for a 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way in. Nice work. Bring those feet together. Coming up onto your tippy toes. We're just lowering the heels down, lifting them back up. Finding your balance on your tippy toes there. Nice work. Try and get nice and high. Find something still to look at. Some calf raises. Beautiful. And then I'm going to challenge you to stay high. Find your balance. You're going to come halfway down, lift back up. Halfway down, lift back up. Nice work. Let's go for 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. Give it a little shake out. All right, we're going to cross our legs at the front of your mat if you can. And then we're going to sit down onto your bottom. So if you can't cross your legs, do whatever you can to get there. Feet are hip width apart, hands out in front. You're going to round your back and just roll all the way down. Hands are going to stay by your side. Shuffle your feet a little bit closer to your bottom. And then we're just peeling our hips up, finding a bridge. And then rolling back down. And peeling up, finding a bridge. And rolling back down. Nice work. So trying to get nice and high in that bridge if you can. We're going to go for another 4. And 3, 2. On the next one, you're going to hold it up there. Find that bridge. I want you to shift your weight into your left heel. Right leg's going to lift up to the ceiling. We're going single leg bridge. So your butt's lowering down, lifting back up. Butt's coming down, lifting back up. For 3. And 4. 5. 6. We're going 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's pop that foot down. The other leg's going to lift up. And then you're rolling your butt down, lifting it up. That's 2. Trying to get as high as you can in that bridge. Pressing your heel down into the mat. Awesome. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop that foot down. We're staying high in the bridge. You're going to slide your right heel away from you. Bring it back in. Slide the left heel away from you. Bring it back in. We're trying to keep our hips nice and even here. So trying not to move anything except the leg that's sliding away. Working through those hammies. Nice work. Let's go for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. And then rolling your back down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. And then if you've got your weights handy, we're going to hold them. So totally optional not to use the weights, but if you've got them, you can give it a go. So we're just going to start keeping your knees into your chest. Keep your head down and just feel out what it feels like to bring the weights down by your side and then lift them back up to the ceiling. Bring them down by your side, lifting them back up. So you might be being like, oh my God, I don't need these. Drop them if you don't need them. All right, we're going to add in our chest lift. So as the weights come down, you're going to curl up. And then as the weights come up, you're going to lower back down. So just like our hands in straps work, if you are familiar with the reformer, that's what we're going for here. Curling up, squishing you back down, curling back. Nice work. Awesome. All right, if you're coming with me, we're adding in a leg. So as you curl up, one leg's coming out long, then we're coming back in. Other leg's coming out long, and coming back in. Nice big deep breaths. Breathing out as you curl up, in at the bottom. Out as you curl up, in at the bottom. Nice work. Let's go 2 more. 2. Bring it in, pop your feet down. Let the knees go from side to side if you need it. And then we're going into double leg. So both knees coming back in. We're curling up. Weights are coming down. Legs are going to go long. Then we're going to pull it all back in. Head rest down. Curling up. 2 legs long. Pull it back in. Breathing in at the bottom. Out as you curl up. Nice work. Let's go for another 4. And 3. 2. Last one. Bring it in, pop the feet down. We'll let the knees go from side to side. And then we're coming into our 100. So if you can, we're going for a straight leg 100. If you need to keep the knees in, keep them in. Or one leg can come long. So we're going to go weights down, curling up. 2 legs long if it's there. Little beats of the arms. Trying to be in for 5 beats, out for 5 beats. If it's too much with your knees out, legs out long, bring your knees in. If you want a little bit more than that, go 1 leg long. And I'll tell you when to switch. Keep breathing. Curl up, squish that back down. I reckon we're at probably 50. If you've got that single leg, swap legs. Let's call that 70, 80, 90, and 100. Whew. Bring it in. Let the knees go from side to side. Nice work. All right, you can let those weights down by your side. We're going to go legs long, arms coming over your head. We're going to take a nice big deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to bring your arms wide. Pretend like you're pressing them into imaginary straps, sitting all the way up, reaching for your toes. Then we're going to roll all the way back down. Arms are going to come over your head. They're going to come wide. We're rolling up, reaching for your toes. Rolling back down. Arms over your head, big breath in, circling wide, rolling all the way up, reaching for your toes. Let's go one more like that. Rolling all the way up, reaching for your toes. And then we're rolling back down. Hands are going to come behind your head. Pull your knees back in to your chest. All right. Try and squish your back down here. Try and curl up. Both toes are going to tap down to the mat and then pull back in. Both toes down, pull back in. Nice big deep breaths. Awesome. All right, so if this is enough for you, stay here. If you've got it in you, we're going straight legs. Straight legs down, straight legs up. Straight legs down, straight legs up. Still trying to squish that back down into the mat. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Nice work. We're going for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. And then bring those knees in. Pop your feet down on the mat. Let the knees go from side to side. Awesome. All right. Arms are going to come by your side. Left leg's long. Actually, let's go arms wide. Give you a little bit more support there. Right leg's going to come up to the ceiling. You're going to cross it over your body. Then draw a big circle, kicking the plant all the way around. Cross it over. That hip can lift. Bring it around. Big circle all the way around. One more. Sorry, one more. And then bring that leg down. Other leg's going to lift up. You're going to cross it over your body. Let that hip roll. Big circle all the way around. Cross it over. Let that hip roll. Cross it around. Nice. One more. Awesome. And then you're going to let that leg come down. We're going to come back to that a little later. Arms are coming up and over your head. We're going to do that same move where we try and bring our arms wide, but this time we're going to pull your knees into your chest as you sit up. So arms are coming wide. We're going to roll ourselves up, hug your knees into your chest. Then we're going to come through that 100 shape. Bring your arms over your head, lie all the way down. Arms come wide. We're coming all the way up into that tuck. And then rolling through the 100 shape, nice and controlled, all the way down. Rolling up, find that bent knee teaser. And then rolling down, lying all the way down. 2 more. Rolling up, tuck it in, coming back, lying down. Last one. Roll it up, bring it in, slowly bring it down, come all the way down. Nice work. All right, big breath in here. We're just going to sit ourselves all the way up, rolling up, reaching for your toes. Nice. And then we're going to come all the way onto our knees for me. So come swing around onto all fours. We're just going to do a big cat stretch. So rounding your back, looking at your knees, we're on all fours. And then we're going to sit back on your heels, keeping that shape. We're going to roll forward onto your hands. This time you're going to let your hips drop, find an arched back, looking up to the ceiling. Then tucking your chin to your chest, lift up through the belly, round back, sitting back on your heels. Pulling yourself forward, hips to the mat, looking up at the ceiling, find that arched back. Lifting up through the belly, pulling back on your heels. Let's go 2 more like that, rolling forward, looking up, chin to chest, sitting back. Last one, pulling forward, looking up, and then sitting all the way back onto your heels. Now we're going to tuck our toes under. We're coming forward into a plank. We're going to lift up, find a pike, bum to the ceiling. Press into those hands, try and get your chest towards your knees. Then we're pulling forward, find that plank. We're lifting up, find your pike. And then pulling forward, find that plank. Lifting up, find the pike. This time we're pulling forward into that plank. Pause. You're going to let your hips drop down to the mat, looking up to the ceiling. Find an arched back. Lifting up through the belly, pulling all the way back. So if you can lower your heels down to the mat, find that stretch. Coming back up through your tippy toes, pulling forward, hips down, eyes up. Finding that back bend. Lifting all the way up, pulling all the way back. 2 more like that, all the way forward. Lifting up, finding that back bend, really trying to push the mat away so we're not sinking into it, we're lifting out of it. Let's go to the last one. Awesome. Pulling all the way back. Find that pike shape, bend the knees down, sit back on your heels, give your wrists a little bit of a shake out. And we're going to pick up our dumbbells for me. So we're coming up to high kneeling and we're going to work through our front arms. So we're bending at the elbows, shoulders are down. We're just going to push the weights forward, bring them back in. Push the weights forward, bring them back in. Nice big deep breaths as you move those weights. Try and stay nice and strong through the rest of your body. Nice. I got 3 more here. 2 and 3. Now we're going to push the weights forward, spin the hands up, reach the weights up, control the circle all the way around. Bending at the elbows, punching forward, lifting up, big circle all the way around. Bending at the elbows, punching forward, lifting up, big circle all the way around. Let's go 2 more there. Last one. Nice, back. And then we're going to bring the weights to your shoulders. We're punching up to the ceiling, coming back down. Punching up, coming down. Trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together as you come down. Get the biceps right up next to the ears as you come up. 2 more. And then we're going to pause with our arms high. Dumbbells are together. We're going to bend at the elbows and then straighten the arms up. Bend at the elbows, head can tilt forward a little bit. These are our tricep extensions. Nice back. Trying to bend and then lift up as high as you can. Get as much bend as you can. Let's go 3 more. We're working for endurance through these arms. 2 and 1. Bring the arms out wide. We're going to hug the tree. Hug the tree, open it up. Hug the tree, open it up. Try and keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Nice job. Let's go for another 4 and 3. 2 and 1. Oof, and bring those arms down. Pop your weights to the side. And then we're going to come up through our pike. So we're back on our hands and knees. We're going to come up through the pike and walk your hands all the way up to your feet and roll all the way up to standing. All right, from here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips. We're going to step our right leg forward. So big step forward, like you were going to set up for your lunge on the reformer. So we're just going to have that back heel lifted, front knees bent. We're just going to bend through that front leg, get nice and deep, and then straighten it up. Bending through that front leg, straightening it up. If you do want to add a little bit more load here through that glute, feel free to pick up your weights. And you can hold them at your chest. So you can just come down and up with those weights if you want to use them. I just wanted to throw them away after that arm work. But we can use them here. Let's go for another 4 and 3, 2. Let's stay low. We're going to scoot that back leg in, push it back out. Scoot it in, push it out. Pressing through that right heel, the one that's at the front. We're trying to work that glute. Let's go for another 6 and 5. Looking forward, 3, 2, and 1. Standing all the way up. Let's swap legs. Right foot's going to step back onto your tippy toe. We're just lunging down, standing up. Lunging down, trying to fold forward. Get that left knee to come over your toe. Nice back. Nice big deep breaths. Let's go for another 3 and 2 and 1. We're holding forward. Back leg taps in, scoot it out. Back leg in, scoot it out. Press through that left heel. Try and stay nice and low. Finding that scooter. Nice work. Let's go for another 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then standing all the way up. Let's roll forward. Pop the weights down if you've got them. We're stepping back, we're finding a plank. We're going to go knee stretches. So we're going to sit back towards your heels and then pull forward into the plank. Sit back towards your heels, come forward into the plank. Knees down option, same thing, just with your knees down. So you'd come back. You can even pull forward into the plank, bring your knees off, and then drop your knees, sit back on your heels. Otherwise, we're trying to float the knees the whole time. We're going for another 4. And 3, 2, and 1. Pulling forward into that plank. Now keeping the straight legs, we're coming back into our pike. Pulling forward into our plank. Coming back up into our pike. Forward into the plank. Option to stay here, or right leg's going to lift when we come into that pike. We're channeling our flying splits. As you pull forward into your plank, that right knee is going to come into your chest and then kick back up, find the pike. Coming forward, knee to chest, kick it up, find the split. Let's go for 5. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're popping that foot down, the other leg's going to lift up. Find the split, pulling forward, knee to chest, kick it up. Forward, knee to chest, kick it up. Beautiful. We're going for another 4. As high as you can get that split, last 3. 2, and 1. And then you can pop that foot down, bring your knees down, sit back on your heels, have a little second. Nice work. Beautiful. And then we're coming through all 4s. Right leg's going to come out behind you. Bring your left hand in line with your left knee, and then you're going to swivel that left foot behind, lift your right hand up to the ceiling. We're going to thread the needle here. So this top hand's going to come through the gap, find a little twist, and then reach all the way up, looking up. Coming through, find the twist, looking all the way up. Nice big deep breaths. Awesome. We're going 1 more there. And then you're just going to sit your butt down towards that hand. Left foot's going to pull forward, right foot's going to come behind. We're going to mermaid. So just floating your hands over your head and then back the other way. Floating them over and coming back. Nice way. And then both hands are going to come over towards that front leg, and you're just going to fold forward, kiss the mat, and then lifting up, look up to the ceiling. Folding forward, kiss the mat, looking up to the ceiling, finding that little twist. Nice way. Last one there, and then we'll come back to the middle. So you're going to bring your right foot forward, left foot behind. A slight bend in both knees. Hands are going to be staggered. So your left hand is kind of up towards the end of the mat. Right hand is out in front of you to the side. So you're kind of like an L shape with your hands, if there was an L drawn on your mat. We're going to see if we can pick ourselves up here. So pressing into your feet. Bum's going to lift all the way up. It's kind of like your pike, but we're a little bit staggered. And then you're going to sit back down. And then we're lifting up, bum to the ceiling, and coming back down. Lifting up, and coming down. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one. Coming all the way down. Give your wrists a shake out if they need it. Step back up, we're in the same position. We're going to press up, find that pike shape. Now, as you pull forward, we're going to find a little twisted plank. So, left hip's going to drop. You're going to look over your right shoulder. Then you're going to pull back up, find that pike shape. Left hip's dropping down to the mat, looking over your right shoulder, pressing up, find that pike. We're thinking like snake on the reformer. Snake and twist. Let's go for another 3. And 2. Last one. Come back to that pike shape. And then you can come all the way down. Swing yourself around. Nice work. That is tricky. Now we're going left leg long, right knee bent. Right hand's underneath your shoulder. We're just picking up into a half side plank here and threading the needle. So top hand's reaching through the gap between your hand and your knees and then all the way up. Reaching through and all the way up. Nice big shapes. Finding that rotation through your spine. Let's go 2 more there. Last one. And then we're going to lower yourself down, pulling your right knee in front of you, left knee behind. And then we're just floating our hands over, finding our mermaid from side to side. Finding that side bend. Enjoy it. And then both hands will come either side of the mat. You're going to fold forward over the mat. And then as you press your arms up, looking up to the ceiling. Finding that little twisted back bend. Let's go 2 more like that. Last one. And then we're going to pull both feet underneath you. So this time left foot's forward, right foot's behind you. We're imagining there's an L on your mat. Right hand is at the top of your mat, left hand is out in front of you to the side of your mat. We're pressing into your feet. We're trying to lift up to find that pike shape. So you're coming onto your tippy toes, you come into the pike, and then you're sitting all the way back down. And then you're lifting up, finding that pike, coming back down. So I'm swiveling my feet to get me up there, and then coming back down. Swiveling up, coming back down. Nice. One more like that. Coming up, coming down. And then you can give your wrists a little shake out if they need it. And then we're going to come into the snake. So we're coming up into that pike shape. This time as you pull forward, you're going to let your hips drop, look over that left hand shoulder. And then we're coming back, find that pike. Pulling forward through the little plank, looking over your left shoulder. Find the twist, pulling back to that pike. Let's go for 2 more. Swiveling the feet, looking over, coming back, finding that pike. The last one. Looking over the shoulder, and then pulling all the way back. And then you can come all the way back down, roll back around on to your back for me. And we're going to stay in our little ball here. So I want you to hover your feet, keep that round back. We're going to slowly roll back. We're going to find our 100 shape. So we're rolling back, legs go long, arms go long, and then I just want you to lie all the way down. Take a nice big deep breath in. As we breathe out, just like we did earlier, arms are going to come wide. We're going to sit ourselves up. We're going to find that ball shape.
And then we're going to roll back down. Arms and legs go long. Take a nice big deep breath in. As we breathe out, we're rolling up, finding that ball. Nice, let's go one more like that. Coming down, rolling down. Take a nice big deep breath in. Breathing out as we roll all the way up, finding that balance. Now that we're here, we're going to bring our arms out beside our legs. We're going to see if you can straighten your legs up, bend your legs in, roll back down. Arms and legs come long so you can relax on the bottom there. Then you bring the arms wide, sitting up, seeing if you can straighten those legs, bend them, relax all the way down. Nice. Coming up, then straightening the legs, bending the legs, rolling all the way down. Now, if you've got it in you, we're going to try and keep the legs straight. So we're rolling up. See if you can bend the knees in, then straighten them. Keep them straight as you roll all the way down. Relax down, big breath in, big breath out. As you keep the legs straight, find your teaser. And then we're rolling down. Relax. Coming up. Find that teaser. If you want to work a little bit harder, we're coming down into the 100 shape and then straight back up and find that teaser. We're coming down, find your 100 shape, back up, find the teaser. Let's go for another 4 wherever you are. And 3, 2, last one. Find that teaser. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way down. Nice work. You can bend through your knees. Let your knees go from side to side. Whatever feels good. And then we're going to come into our rollover. So you've done short spine on the reformer. Kind of going there. We're going to bring both legs up to the ceiling. Hands are pressing into the mat. We're going to roll our hips up and over your head. And then we're going to split the legs apart. We're going to slowly roll down, circle them back together. Big breath in, big breath out as you roll up and over. Circle them apart, rolling all the way down. Nice. Rolling up and over. Split, roll all the way down. We're going 2 more like that. Lifting up, split them apart, circling it around. Last one. Bring it all the way around. Nice work. And then just hug your knees into your chest. So we're going to roll ourselves up to sitting. Cross your legs in front of you and see if you can just come onto your knees. So you're trying to rock your body forward. And then we're just high kneeling. We're going to pop your hands just above your back. Take a nice big deep breath in. We're going to push the hips forward. Look up to the ceiling. Find a little back bend. And then bring your chin to your chest. Let's sit back on your heels. Lifting up. Pushing the hips forward. Looking back. Finding a little back bend. Bring your chin to your chest. Sitting back. Let's go one more like that. And then sitting all the way back. So option to keep your hands there if that felt nice and supported for you. If you would like to come with me, we're going to pop our hands behind our head. We're going to round our back as we come forward. Then we're going to come up, hips forward, looking up to the ceiling. Find that back bend. And then we're sitting back down. I want you to try and keep those elbows nice and wide as you go backwards. And every time you go back, see if you can go back that little bit further. Beautiful. Let's make this one your last one. And then we'll come all the way down. Just pop your hands back down onto the mat. Tuck your toes under, come up into your pike shape. And then we'll just walk your hands up to your feet and roll all the way up to standing for me. Roll those shoulders back. Let's reach our arms all the way up to the ceiling. And then just side bending over to one side. Take a nice big deep breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can go a little further down. And then we'll come up and over to the other side. Big side bend over. Little breath in, little breath out as you fold a little further. And then we'll reach both hands up. Find a little bit of extension, and then you can shake it out. Nice work. I hope you enjoyed that reformer-inspired Pilates on the mat. If you did, please hit like and subscribe so I can keep delivering Pilates videos to help you move and keep doing the things you love forever. Thank you. See you next time.